Welcome back to part 3 of our 103-mile day on the Paiute Trail. When we ended part 2, we were at the end of Trail 87 where it meets Trail 86 at Upper Box Creek Reservoir. We turned right and headed south on Trail 86 until we ran into Trail 54, headed south on Trail 54. As you can see, this section of the Paiute Trail is pretty open. It stays this way, really. There's a few groves of aspen trees here and there, but it pretty much stays this way until you hit this intersection of the 01. We're going to stay left, head south on the 01, down around the southeast corner of the Paiute Trail. This long section of the 01 starts off in kind of wooded like this, and eventually it just really opens up. I mean, you're just riding right along top of the mountain range, right up on top. It's pretty open. You can look down in some of the canyons and valleys and see some of the groves of trees. Now, we don't do this section of the 01 very often. In fact, really only during the fall. And it's part of our fall itinerary. The only reason really we come this way is to get to this trail. This is one of my wife's favorite trails. This is Trail 72. This comes down this really kind of pretty boxed canyon. Got some amazingly, just amazing rock cliffs. Yeah, this is a must-do for us. Also, part of the reason that we come down this way, down this Trail 72, is so that we can get to Trail 63. This is Trail 63. Right at the bottom of Trail 72, you run into Highway 62, and you also run into Trail 63, which comes back up this really kind of cool canyon. This isn't a trail that we do very often. In fact, the only time we do this trail is in the fall. But for us, in the fall, this is a must-do trail, and you'll see why. And maybe I'm selling this trail a little bit short. I mean, it is really, really pretty beautiful. And you know, it's one of those places of the Paiute Trail that are unique. It's like this trail doesn't look like any other trail. And, you know, I think that's probably one of the big reasons I like the Paiute Trail is that you can ride, you know, for 20 minutes in any direction, and the scenery, the terrain, the trees, everything just changes. One of the big reasons I ride here, but I sell this trail a little bit short. There's one reason that we come up here, and you'll see what it is. Now this might be a place where we'd put one of those wah, wah, wah things. So we come to the Paiute Trail the last weekend of September every year. And sometimes we're a week too late, sometimes we're a week too early for the fall colors, but it's just a chance that you take. But we come up to this little grove of aspen trees right here, and it's usually just an amazing, amazing yellow. And when we get here this time, they're still a little bit green. It's still beautiful, and I'm just gonna shut up and let you watch. See, this grove just goes on forever. This is why we do this trail. I did a video on my ATV a few years ago when I came through this same trail, and the colors were just yellow and amazing. I'll put a link to that video up in the top right hand corner if you want to just go see what this grove of trees looks like when it's supposed to be yellow, but yeah, we just missed it. But this is the fun part of this trail now, is you got to climb your way out of this little valley. And there is a big, long, steep climb with a switchback in it. You got to earn your way back out. So it's a steep climb for a bit initially. You can see here that it does level out a little bit, kind of looking back on where we came from. But we have a long way back up to the top. It's not as steep as it has been, but it's just a long, long, long uphill, rocky, did I mention long, climb back up to the 01. So you can see back on the 01, we turned left. We're just looking back on where we came from. You were at the top of the world, man. You had to earn it to get here, but the views up here are worth it. On the 01 until we hit Trail 25. We're going to take 25 down into the valley towards Marysvale until we meet up with the 02. And we're just going to take the 02 back into town. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. You know, before I came down to the Paiute Trail, I did a lot of research. Searched a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of Google searching. I watched every video I could find. It's kind of one of the reasons why I do these videos. So if you're planning a trip down here, you can kind of see what goes on, plan your trip, you know, by what you see. I don't know, I kind of do it to give you an idea of what it's all about. Plus I just love the Paiute Trail. I come down here 3 times a year. I do the same trails over and over again. There's just something about this place to me it's just home. Marysvale is my second adopted home. I getting sappy, but I love it here. And you know, this is why we buy the machines. This is why we buy the GoPros and everything else, so that you all get a chance to see my wife's shadow puppet talents. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching the video. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.